Everyone, welcome to MJS Coaching Football, and thank you for watching my channel. As always, I really appreciate it. Today, in my continuing sim pressure playlist, I'm going to share with you one of our paired combos that we involves a safety and an inside linebacker. All right, and it's going to be out of our mass sim pressure front, or it could be check Cali. They're both the same, right and left. Okay. So what I'll first do is I'll go through the key terms over here, including what you're going to see in the diagram. Up top, I have it versus 3x1 to our left. On the bottom, versus 3x1 to our right. Okay. So the focus of this, I should say, playlist is versus 3x1, but it can be done versus 2x2. Okay. So if you want to learn how I do it versus 2x2, reach out to me at either my email, Coach MJ Sullivan, at gmail.com, or reach out to me right through my channel here. Okay. So this is what we call mass Plymouth. Plymouth is the code for this particular pressure. It's a sim pressure combo to the 3 receiver side and 3x1. Okay. It's in our 5 front system, which means our 3 down. Alrighty. Over here, what is meant by a combo. So subscribers know this, non-subscribers, you're going to have to push the button. We literally combine a go blitz and a plug blitz together, hence combo. Okay. The lucky Ringo or the blitz call is made to the go side. All right. And then the paired plug that goes with it. Okay. I'll take care of that in the diagram for you. But that's what's meant by a combo. All right. A paired combo is different than a regular combo. Here's your only freebie non-subscribers. The word combo is in the call. There's a specific rule to it. We don't know necessarily which inside linebacker is going to be blitzing. Okay. When it's a paired combo, we are telling our guys this defender and this defender are executing the pressure. Okay. It's paired, and it's because of how they line up. They pair together. Okay. Literally. So in this case, it's our whip and Mike. So the whip and the Mike. Okay. So Plymouth is a Wham X. Whip and Mike X, as you'll see. So there it is. Plymouth, number 2, is a whip Wham X. The whip and the Mike executing the X. The whip does the go, and the Mike does the max plug. Okay, so opposite A, an X plug. Okay. Want to stress again our concept of it's a different starting point, same ending point. Just please acknowledge with your guys. I know you're not normally over the center, but you still got to get out here, right? So make sure you A, acknowledge it in meetings, B, walk through it, go slow, and then when they show that they're ready for it, go full speed. Right? You're trying to get buy-in, you're trying to instill confidence if you try and go full speed right away, because okay, guys, we're running Wham or Plymouth, right? Wham X Plymouth, and then you do it out of this, radically different than lining it right. You're asking for trouble, in my opinion. So just that's why we always stress number 3. And then coverage wise, number 4, this is man free, right? One high, middle closed. So we always start in 2 high, middle open. So we're going to have to spin safeties, and we do that post snap. Okay. So let's get to this now. Alrighty. So up top, it's a list because the 3 receivers are to our left, and we have called mass already. All right. So in mass, our defensive line slides to the right, and 3 of our linebackers, line up on the left. You can predict this through your analytics, right? Tendencies. If ball's on the defensive right hash and you're playing a team that doesn't like to put formation into boundary, then the 3x1 you can predict is going to be on your left, right? And if for some reason in the middle of the field or they decide to put formation into boundary, down here at the bottom, we just check Cali. It's the same front, but now the D line slides left and the three linebackers going right. Here it is. Boom, done. Okay, to answer that question. So now, up top, it's a Liz. We get what we were hoping for. We line up. We get a Ringo call, which triggers a Roger call. So I'm going to go through coverage first. Okay, corners always have number one, so they make an ace call. All right, man coverage. This is why we want to have the linebackers to the three receivers. The dime's always to the outside in this front, so he's got deuce. The Rover's got Trey, which is number three. And how much they have to pop out on the snap depends on the splits of 2 and 3. All right? On the snap, he spins middle. I'm going to save the whip for last because he's got a specific technique. We got ace over here. Okay, the backer is Heisman, which means he has running back. So on the snap, he's got to pop off. So now he's in a position, if the back runs away from him, to go chase him. Okay? So here you see I got in first, Mike second. And that's because on the snap, he's got to do an extra long stick, 1, 2, 3 gaps to get outside, C gap, right? Get outside cage. Since the go is Ringo, they're on the call side, nose, A gap to the call, stud, B gap. Okay, they reduce the side. That's the automatic go rule. Boom, freebie. But not really. Non-subscribers, push the button. All right, so I'm going to save the whip for last. So to go second, he's just going to take a little cheat step. As soon as the end crosses his face, he's plugging downhill into the A gap. That's the X. Okay? So now, the whip, right? Safety. It's what we call creep. It's creep technique. So all quarterbacks have what we call snap indicators, especially in the shotgun. So whether it's a fist pump, lift the leg, when they put their hands up, there's anything, right? So we'll go with the fist pump. And normally the snap indicator is after he pumps his fist, 1,001, the ball snapped, right? You've got to determine that and then drill it all week in practice. Okay? So what we want to do, first of all, okay, the landmark is even with the mic to the heels of the DN. That's the area the whip should be in when the ball snapped. Okay? So when this happens, he starts creeping down. He doesn't move. We don't want to show total movement or the quarterback's going to pick up on where the blitz is coming from. Okay? If on this, bang. And the other factor is, whenever possible, when you're scouting, if you can see the play clock so you get a pretty good idea of how much of the play clock they use, you might want to have your safety look at the play clock. When the play clock, in addition to this, if the play clock reaches 10, he hasn't pumped his fist, start creeping. Because they're not going to have enough time to make any hot calls. You see what I'm trying to say? Or during the course of a game, if a team is using more of the play clock or less of the play clock, be able to make those adjustments. So on the creep, the goal is to get to the target area. Again, even with the mic, between that and the heels of the defensive end, that's where they want to be when the ball snapped. So then when the ball snapped, they come buzzing off the edge, which is the outside hip of the tackle. Okay, and that's what Wham X or Plymouth, the code Plymouth, looks like. So now down here, just kind of reverse everything. It's a Lucky Louie now. It's still an ace. Still an ace. Still Heisman. Pop off. It's still deuce. Trey, right? Spin middle. Okay, now he's going to go first. Bang, bang, bang. creep, coming off the edge. That's a lot of action. It's the same blitz that we've put in already. And please remember, have both the whip go and the max plug in before you run wham. Because then you can say, guys, whip going max. Makes it much easier to install. Okay? So again, I'm showing it to you versus 3x1 and why we want to have our front set up with the linebackers to the 3 receivers. If you want to know how we do it versus 2x2, reach out to me through my channel here or email me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com, and I love to talk about it with you.